Indonesia, sitting on top of the Pacific Ring of Fire, has close to a whopping 130 active volcanoes. Not all of them are possible to climb though, some are too dangerous, others have a too hot summit. There are, however, many to be climbed, and in Indonesia there is a volcano for every level. In this video, I'll be taking you through 4 of the easiest but still beautiful volcanoes to explore. Langeran is a volcano consisting of 2 peaks about a 40-minute drive outside Yogyakarta in Java. It's an ancient volcano, meaning that it's no longer active and in fact hasn't been for millions of years. The trek starts at Langeran village, where after a natural path of stairs you are immediately taken under and around some massive boulders, squeezing yourself through a narrow path about 20 meters long that ends in a wooden ladder. It's all good though, the trail never gets very steep, but wind and rain can make it slippery, so make sure that you wear good shoes. Also, the trail is said to be haunted with sounds of laughing kids, despite no kids in the area, and sightings of an old woman selling the local health drink known as Jamo. Guess or no guess, the trek can be completed in about 1.5 hours to 2 hours, and at the top you are rewarded with a stunning view over the enormous caldera. When you get down, make sure to visit the local restaurant called Pawon Purwa for the best wild chicken you will ever taste. About a 3-hour drive outside Yogyakarta, you will find Blembem village, a small community of mainly tea plantations. 3 volcanoes overlook the area, where the easiest to climb is Mount Kembang. The base camp opens at 8 a.m. Registrations and a health check is necessary for all climbers. Also, all your plastic is being monitored before entering the mountain and then gone through when you descend to make sure that you've taken all your plastic waste with you. This is strictly enforced, setting a standard I hope will be shared all over the country. From base camp, there is about a 4-hour walk to the summit. However, an hour can be cut from that by getting a truck to drive you to the top of the tea plantation. There, the trek starts by walking a path of knee-height steps through the last part of the plantation. Once at the gate to the forest, another set of knee-high steps lead you through the first part of the forest. Taller people obviously have an advantage here, but the path flattens out once inside the forest and you can enjoy the stunning lush jungle. Closer to the summit, the path gets steep again. You are then aided by ropes to pull yourself up, and this is also great help when descending, especially if you hit rain as we did. Mount Kembang is not an active volcano. Once at the top, you look straight into a rather small grass-covered crater. The summit is at 2,340 meters, which doesn't feel much when the magnificent view is overlooking Mount Sindoro and Mount Simbang, where the latter raises over 1,000 meters higher. Climbing Mount Kembang is probably the hardest trek on this list. Still, if you're fairly decent shape, the trek is doable. Just expect that there are some steep parts, especially in the beginning and then closer to the summit. A sunrise trip to Mount Bromo is popular due to its dramatic landscape. At 2,392 meters tall, Mount Bromo isn't among the tallest of Indonesia's mountains, but the stunning beauty lies in its incredible settings. The area is filled with myths and legends, and according to the Wonderful Indonesia websites, people in the area appease the gods once a year during the annual Kasada festival, where offerings of vegetables, chicken, and money are thrown into the crater of the volcano. You reach Mount Bromo either by car from Surabaya or nearby Malang, and instead of heading straight to the crater, make sure you watch the sunrise from across the sea of sand for a stunning view over the Bromo Tengger Semeru National Park with the smoking Mount Semeru in the distance. Mount Bromo is still active, and since 1804 the volcano has erupted more than 55 times, making it one of the most active volcanoes in Indonesia. So make sure you check that before you go. The trek up to the crater is a short and easy walk up man-made steps, and you can even be carried up to the rim by ponies. Mount Batur is an active volcano located at the center of 2 concentric calderas in Bali. The caldera is populated and includes 4 main villages, and by the southeast wall of the inner caldera lies Lake Batur. The highest point on Mount Batur is at 1,717 meters, and the trek up usually starts at 4 a.m. to reach the top of the crater before sunrise. There are several paths to the top based on your experience, and guides are mandatory. Earlier, you can just show up at the big parking lot in the small village of Toyabonka, but after the pandemic, a guide must be booked beforehand, and the starting point is now Songan village. Climbing Mount Batur is not hard, but if you haven't trekked in a while, beware that the trek can be slippery due to dry volcanic rocks and sand. Also, since trekking is done mostly in the dark, which is a small headlamp to aid you, make sure that you watch your steps, as it's easy to fall or sprain an ankle. Also, you will work up a sweat along with countless other people. Due to its fairly easy walk, this is a popular trip on the islands of the gods. Once you get to the crater though, it's all forgotten as the sky turns to black to inky blue to pink and orange as the sun rises over Mount Agung in the east.